What is with me and my nipples? I don't know. I just post them. Okay, so this is the I keep going back to this, but this is the magazine King Kong that I was on, that I was on the cover of, and I already told you guys the story of how I encountered the magazine out in the wild, and it was shocking to me. Mark, can you bring it? It's like right there on that table, right, literally, like yeah. And I don't even know which fucking page this is on, but no, but we'll find it. So I got interviewed by this person who was like very knowledgeable of the stream and of the community of the culture around Twitch, and you can see that reflected in the magazine. No, yeah, here, give it to me for a second. This is it. This is the magazine cover. As you can see, it is I on the magazine cover. You can see some of the photos. There is a fuck. It starts off with, I was texting Matt Healy and he called you so hot. Which we read already. I'm going to read you some other parts here. They even included my Instagram stories on here, which is wild. But on the topic of Tate, yes, Taylor Swift's boyfriend, Matty Healy. Yes. On the topic of Tate, what do you think of all the poisonous avenues that exist for young men to try and explore their masculinity, when it's really just older dudes exploiting this wounding in men and preying on their lack of direction in the world? The greatest example of when you talk about Andrew Tate is the Bugatti. Any confident person who is secure will tell you that these kinds of material possessions are constantly talking about how wealthy you are. It's not something that the truly powerful people do. It's just something you do when you don't have it. Constantly saying that you're an alpha male implies that you're not whatever the fuck you think an alpha male is, really. People have a genuine sense of despair right now. Everything is out of their control. There's this daily attitude towards life that nothing we do is ever going to change. People feel powerless over the institutions and inherently oppressive structures that we exist under. But it's not like people directly recognize what the cause is and can associate or can point out and identify the villain. They can't, but they still feel the impact of it. When you don't have an actual productive outlook that could give you some fulfillment and you don't find anything that is genuinely interesting, everything is just constantly watching Instagram, watching TikTok, watching other people that are better looking than you, living better lives. Their lives are fucking dog shit too. But they present an insane, unattainable life. You're looking for any kind of exit strategy you can. That's why scams are super prominent. It's not new. Social media has certainly been a good vehicle to create more opportunities to scam people, but I don't know. I feel like people are more interested in snake oil than ever before. Zami says, I think that everyone on the planet is godless and has no sense of spirituality. It's tragic. To which I respond, I'm not a spiritual person per se, but I've always wanted to progress. I've always wanted to better myself, whether this is through bodybuilding or identifying my goals and figuring out what I want to achieve. I've had dark moments and sad moments, but I feel like people aren't focusing on themselves. People prefer to focus on whatever chaos they want to create around them through overuse of the internet. Zemi says, do you get attacked online about your own presentation of masculinity? All the time. People love pointing to any photo of me cross-dressing, and it's like, bro, I literally would fuck your mom in this dress. I'm over here looking good. I'm very confident in my sexuality. I don't give a shit. I'll cross-dress, but then guys on the internet will be making fun of me saying, dude, look at this. But I like sharing these photos. You want to know why? Because I look pretty goddamn good. All of these straight guys want to fuck women, yet they carry so much genuine animosity and hate towards them. I don't get it. It's learned behavior and social conditioning. It comes from a sense of entitlement for sure. Like, you're a guy, you're supposed to get this because of your gender. People have no interpersonal communication skills, even in romantic relationships. It's very difficult for people to navigate. Everything is so black and white in that PUA world. Do you feel as a young millennial guy in this world that you've had to unlearn things you were conditioned with in the late 90s and early 2000s? Every single day, of course, 100%. Absolutely. I certainly held on to misogynistic and transphobic attitudes in my youth. Holding on is a great way to put that. It makes you feel safe. I just think our understanding of gender is not correct as a society, and I talk about this avidly through the topic of transphobia. As an open-minded guy, what was it like doing your King Kong photo shoot? Did it feel cathartic for you to lose control? To which I responded, dude, I wasn't losing control. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm barely an actor. Do you want me to be honest? The only thing I thought about the whole time was, I hope I look hot. I hope I look good. I hope I look skinny. I haven't seen the pics. Have you? Do I look good? And that's the snippet that they included from the longer interview that we did. And then the rest of it is just photos like from the shoot. But yeah, I was being honest. Is the magazine about you, or are you one of the features? No, I am just simply one of the many features in this magazine. There's a lot of crazy stuff in here, though. On the same issue, they actually, I think, shot Winnie Harlow as well. But did they interview her? I don't know. I don't think they interviewed her. I think they just shot her and dressed her up in crazy stuff. I love withdrawal. Oh, there's naked. Oh, there's nudity. There's a lot of nudity in here. I did not realize there was so much. Okay. Oh, there's titties. A lot of titties in here. Okay, we're going to close the magazine before I make a mistake on stream. Okay. You are the popular kid now? What is this magazine you were in? It's called King Kong, and it's like an art, fashion, culture magazine from Europe. I forget which country it's based out of. Hasan reading a nudie mag with his stream just for the articles, I swear. No, it's not. It's not like titties you can jerk off to. It's like artistic titties. You know what I mean? Titties where you're like, ooh, that can be hot, or ooh, that can be kind of gross, but in a way that makes you think. You know what I mean? Sakura Gore made a new edit about the magazine.
Psycho killer? Can I be the helpless victim?
This Sakura Gore's edit I just got here? Yes, it is. The magazine is sold out. Will it be back? I doubt it. Pretty sure they, I don't know if they like re-release stuff like that. Did you really kill somebody for the shoot? Yes, I did. What is this satanic shit? Hello. Welcome to the fucking left, dude. We're Satan lovers. Like, what do you mean? We're Satan worshipers. Website is down again? It doesn't even matter because you can't even fucking... Let's be real. You can't even get it. You weren't even going to be able to get it. Anyway, so there it is. The magazine is out. Might be from France, yeah. Why do you think the right talks about us so much? We love Satan? Yeah. Brother, do you think you'll eventually get on Vogue and shit? Are you mainstream like that yet? Congrats, by the way. I will tell you this much. There are a lot of components that would allow me to be mainstream, but one of the greatest hurdles in me becoming mainstream is myself. I don't know if this is like surprising to you or not, but it is the reality. I'll give you an example. I will not tell you which fashion house it is, but a fashion house actually invited me to go to Europe, to fly out to Europe and attend their... I don't know what it's called. Attend one of their, like, it was like a runway. And I said, no, it's not Balenciaga. No. Not like to actually walk their runway, just to attend it. Okay. I said no. I said no to that because one, I don't have a lot of time, and two, I knew that I'd get fucking canceled. So I didn't do it. See, even people are like kind of glad you didn't go. So also that, see, look. Also, that's a lot of emissions just to go to a show. See? Like, as though the plane is only flying for me, man. Like, what the fuck are you saying? Like, I'm not flying in a private jet, brother. But, like, it's a great example. That's a great example of part of the reason why I didn't do it. So the plane is flying for the 300 people on it, many of which should stay home. Hey, guys, I know you're like probably, hey, if you're flying to Europe to visit your relatives who are about to get like, cancer treatment or whatever, stay the fuck home because Fango decided that you should stay the fuck home. Hey, are you going on a work trip? Yeah, you should actually quit your job because that would mean you have lower emissions. Are the relatives a fashion show? Oh, I didn't realize the plane was flying exclusively for me and my fashion show, which we addressed already. Again, you're doing it. You're doing it right now. There are a million different reasons as to why people fucking fly. Okay? I'm not giving you exactly what country it is because I don't want to give it away. I don't want to give... You're doing it. You're misreading the messages. No, I'm not doing it. But this fucking... I was telling them how I didn't want to go to fly out for like a fashion show. It was going to be next... It's next month, I think. I believe it was supposed to be next month. And no. That's Japan. Which I will be going to. But once again... The plane flies there. It's commercial aircraft. It doesn't matter if I'm on it or not. The plane is still going to fly there just as it does every single fucking day. 1 million times a day. Okay? So that's the reason why I said there are plenty of people that are flying. It's funny how chat talks about emissions from big corps being bad, yet somehow thinks that fuel use is not something causing emissions. Weird. Bro, if you think emissions from big corporations are identical to like, air travel, I don't know what to tell you. Commercial air travel, especially because commercial air travel has to exist. Like, I'm not flying in a private jet. Okay? I have flown in a private jet. Not that one I chartered personally, but one I actually hitched a ride on. Okay? Did I feel ethically ambiguous or sad about that decision? No. Fuck no. I did not. But if you consider like your own carbon footprint on a commercial jet that is flying to the destination that you're going to go to regardless, by stopping yourself individually from going there, I don't know what to tell you. I don't think they're memeing. Actually, commercial air travel are the big corporations and they purchase fuel from oil companies. These are the cores we're talking about. Dude, I know you're like an EV evangelist, but I did not realize that you personally thought that you should also individually bike everywhere you go. Or, I don't know, I guess what? Like, should I be taking a boat? Should I be swimming over the fucking Atlantic or Pacific, depending on where I'm going? You know what I mean? Should I take a fucking hot air balloon if I'm traveling to Europe? Because I went to England recently. That was a big waste of resources, according to you. Transportation is the largest emitting sector. Thank you for your chat and all your pings of support. I'm glad you understand that the environment is the number one issue. Brother, I don't know how to describe this to you, but like everything that you order and every form of travel that you engage in is going to still have a negative impact on the environment. Of course. It's about making meaningful changes through systemic action in areas where there is no adequate substitute. There is no adequate substitute in areas where there is adequate substitute. Sorry. There is no adequate substitute to fucking flying over the Atlantic. What the fuck are you saying? Like, you can't even, bro, you can't even fucking literally say, like, oh, you should have taken the train or something. You know what I mean? But there is an adequate substitute, which is what you did. You didn't go to a show that you didn't need to be at. That's a good thing. No, I didn't. I chose not to go because I have dumbasses in my community that would get mad at me. And I did not think that you would get mad at me for this reason. I thought it would be like, that's a problematic brand. This is a high fashion luxury good that does not need additional PR or marketing. You are... This is insanity. This is the funniest fucking... Dude, I hate being a leftist. I swear to God. And then the chat killed me and canceled me for the... Yeah. And then the chat killed me and then canceled me for the cost of my coffin. And said that the coffin was made with materials that were genuinely harmful. This is why you should have went. That's what I mean. This is a bit. It's not a bit. It's not. It's not a bit. Not true. A buddy of mine bikes across the ocean, making the surface ice as he goes along. Alternatives exist, buddy. I know. Except I know who you're talking about. And unfortunately, he's not a big fan of mine because I'm a pirate, okay? And he's a Navy admiral. So obviously, we don't get along. He's a fucking cop and I'm a pirate. So I can't do that, unfortunately. All commercial flights have cargo. They're essential for the supply chain. There's not adequate international replacements for that transit speed. Exactly. No, 100%. He's talking about One Piece again. Muting. I apologize to everyone who is a green energy activist in the chat because I unfortunately have yet to invent another form of transportation over large bodies of water that is more environmentally friendly. Apologies for everyone. Okay? I'm sorry. I do not know how to I don't know how to transport myself through the teleportation. So was that trip to Japan a bad thing in the chatter's eyes? Probably. I would assume. Every single trip I've taken, I have, turned into work for myself. But ultimately is a trip that I didn't have to take. I could just stay at home and stream from home. So I suspect that flying to Japan was a gigantic nuisance and a horrifyingly bad misusage of the limited amount of emissions that I should be wasting. Or does he think that it's okay? I don't know, because he liked the content. If you go back to read the actual messages, you will see words many and unnecessary. Those planes fly to carry people. They don't just fly for fun. Fewer people flying means fewer planes. More people flying means more planes. Same with cars, e.g. working remote means fewer cars on the road. These are good things. In fact, making a lot of content is one of the reasons to justify that trip. Wait, what? Well, obviously, I'd be making a lot of content if I went on this trip too. The fuck do you mean? That's what I do. I make content. I make content out of my real life experiences. That's what I do as a content creator. That's what I would do in this circumstance as well. The real reason why I didn't do it is because I know people like you would get mad. Okay?